Danganronpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we revisited this.
I don't know what's
This
going on.
goes into the life.
Oh, this has everything.
Oh yeah, the explosion thing. But
Yep.
while he's, getting his bearings,
Yep.
I thought it's time for me to do, well, a little bit of a rant today.
I can't wait for this.
Even though I have the echo on my end because of some random setting, it's not gonna stop me from doing this. I'm ready for this.
In
Okay.
other words,
So recently I revisited my PlayStation 2 because I thought, why not try go back and do things I didn't usually do before because I didn't have the time. So I did. I 100%ed Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends. And I had a blast of a time doing it. It was unique characters and legit having fun with the settings. I know most people say Dynasty Warriors 5 is just a repeat of 4. And I believe they're right. But in the end, I think Dynasty Warrior 5 has its own unique flavor. It's just the same as the last flavor, just a little bit, but it's still unique on its own, and I did have a blast doing it. Plus, it was my childhood game, so of course I was having fun with that.
Right.
What wondrous times. And then I got a thought bubble in my head. I thought, what would happen if I went back to 6? Surely it wouldn't have been horrible. And surely I
Ideally.
would have had a better time in knowing what to do since I was, older, smarter, more determined,
Right.
and legit, where are my skills? Right?
Yeah.
I went in with such confidence, such bravery,
Oh no.
and my god, was I wrong. Dynasty Warriors 6 is still as horrible as I remembered it. Everything about it had an idea but didn't get fully envisioned. And legit, I don't want to say it's just a bad game, but it's destroying my hand, Zeus. And I used his hand to draw Zeus. I can't fully complete the game all of the time. Legit, if I had a chance to legit do it all day, every day, I wouldn't take it.
You wouldn't take it.
Because I remember now how bad it was, because I'm now noticing how many copy characters were in that game. And legit, if you go back to Dynasty Warriors 5, which had about 48 characters,
Yeah.
that game was better than 6 because 6 has 41 characters. And this is the next version of Dynasty Warriors 5. Right? Sure, you should approve on it, right?
Ideally.
I feel like I was playing a beta testing an experiment game for it, honestly. And this is the special version. The version that was more than the PS3 release or the Xbox release?
Oh boy.
Yeah, the lower system got more than the advancer system. This game was created in 2008. A good time for gaming all in general. Which makes this a little bit, I don't know, sad? Legit. For the first couple of days, I've been trying to max out all my characters. It had an RPG-like style, of which a whole board and everything, in which you could level up and stuff. And honestly, I would consider that a good thing if it wasn't so hard to do it in the first place. These target missions are hard as heck, not because of legit the characters all the time, which is still a problem, but still, it's not just because of the characters, it's because of the NPCs, Zeus. It's a luck-based thing on which not. The morale system. Wait, hold on. Am I still being heard? Can you still hear me and stuff? Dude, hello, Zeus. Zeus, you there? Hello. Zeus, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I can hear everything. Can you hear everything?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the game suddenly stopped going on my end.
Oh, so you can't hear it anymore?
Yeah, I can't hear the game anymore. I can hear you, but not the game.
Uh, hang on.
I knew there's going to be something to stop my rant, but I won't stop you from continuing when it's back.
How about now?
Okay, it's back now.
Awesome.
Now back to my rant. It's
Yep.
the NPC ally Zeus. They're so bad. Like legitimately bad. Like
Right.
legit, it's a luck-based system the first couple of times when you start a stage, but you know sometimes it requires them not to all die. Specifically, I've been playing Xinjiang's mission in his stage in Jing Province, and legit, like it's a like sometimes they won't tell you when they're near death too. You literally have to rush in, go and take care of that other side, and then come back as fast as you can because you never know, like when they'll be low on health or something like that. But like legit, Zeus, when they like legit when you're on health, the enemies would sometimes go back and retreat to a base and recover a bit, but not my allies. My allies would stick along and legit go forward. And in my head, I'm just screaming like, "Go back to the base and recover. You're near death. If you die, I fail my targets, and I won't get that XP. You know, the XP to level up."
Become stronger. Oh boy.
And the enemies Zeus are the worst, especially on normal or hard mode, and the higher modes as well. I mean, it makes sense, but they're very bad. So there's this system thing that allows you to legit use a special or something.
Yeah.
Some of them were like involve fire attacks, like rock
Okay.
slides, arrow hail,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Right. Right.
Just
Right.
to cause damage or something like that, or catastrophe.
Yes. Yep.
And but the problem is the enemies have that too, and I know which officers are gonna do it. And guess what? Some of those specials involves fire attacks, which would set flame to the whole base, confusing my allies, and like legit causing damage to me and every one of my allies. And they
That's
would like legit lose a
overpowered.
good percentage of their health in that. And it sucked. I think Sun Jian's had the worst ones though. Because every single time I played his stage and like went up against like enemies, it would always start with that one guy who started a fire attack as soon as like I started fighting. And he was immediately like, I gotta finish off him first. Hopefully it would be a one shot. But sometimes he would get it in the end, and then like legit the whole place would go on fire even after I legit immediately kill him. And it was the worst, man. Like legit. Like you have no idea how many times I've run into a fire attack when like it's the most inopportune time. And sometimes think that they did it on purpose. But sometimes it would just get downright annoying. And like legit, you cannot fight by yourself if you're at level 1 with the Renbu gauge. And let me talk about the Renbu gauge. In Dynasty Warrior 6, there's this gauge called the Renbu gauge, like I just said. But like legit, this gauge will require you to defeat enemies, and the more you defeat enemies, you rise up. But if you start the game with the character that doesn't have the third or infinite Rambu gauge immediately in there, you have to go to your skill set thing to unlock it. And you had to unlock it by defeating most enemy deck targets. So you can imagine how repetitive it is to do this for 41 characters.
Whoa. No.
It's horrible, man. And like legit, you don't even keep the cage as soon as you get to the infinite in the stage. Like legit, like you had to have the infinite Renbu like gain skill on your weapon or like on your horse for you to
Wait,
keep it.
did you buy this game, or was this like a mobile game that was like more pay to
No,
win
I
than
bought this
anything?
game. I bought this game
You
like long ago. I think
Oh
around like
no.
2011. I had hopes that to
No.
think this would be better than Dynasty Warriors 5 because I was curious. But dude,
But it turned
as
out to
soon
be
as like
just
I
as
went
bad.
back to this, I was saying, would it be wrong to go back to 5? Even though I 100% into that game? I didn't want to continue, but I'm continuing because, like, I started on the trend, might as well do it. But now I'm thinking like I might have to take a break because I also write, and I can't write if my hands in pain from like spamming the controller.
Right.
And don't even get me started on the copy characters again. Like legit, like there's no different style to all of them. Most of them are copy characters. In Dynasty Warriors 5, they were all different from each other. But no, not in this one. Like there's only a few that are different from everybody else. And like some of my characters like that were favorites of mine in Dynasty Warriors 5
Uh huh.
were very sideline, man. Like legit, like it was bad. Like this thing called Muso mode? In Dynasty Warrior 5, everyone had one. But in Dynasty Warrior 6, like few had some. I think about 17 out of 41. And the character stories in there were better explained, I will say, with some detailed cutscenes and all that.
Uh huh.
But kind of killed the vibe for some of the characters that I did like. Like, Xu Sheng Sheng was described in the games to be a tomboy warrior for like a lady, right?
Right.
In Dynasty Warrior 6, I didn't get that vibe. She kind of felt like full anime girl. Like legit, I didn't see any of that. I mean, it was unique, don't get me wrong, but
Just anime
personally,
girl.
that one was my least favorite interpretation of her. At least it was a little bit more accurate
Uh
with
huh.
her using a bow, because it was true in the history that she did use a bow. But like legit, some of her character just didn't seem like right. Like you could like you get the feeling like things
It
wrong.
was more stereotypical than you would like it to be.
Yeah, I felt like I got more like of unique personality with Dynasty Warriors 5 version of her than
And with
6.
the six, yeah.
The weirdest part is I think she's the most OP character in the game because
In
her bow
six?
can like legit like drive down an enemy's health in an instant.
So an
Like
insta kill.
legit. Yeah, like most of the time in an instant kill. In fact, I think she'll be the most easiest to level up when I get to her. But like legit, like that was just like that didn't sit right with me. That honestly did not sit right with me.
I don't think it would sit right with anyone.
Yeah, I mean like her story mode was like I want to say unique, but I just didn't
You
think
want to, but you
right.
can't.
I really can't.
Why was her story not unique?
Well, no, it is unique.
Like
It's
aside
just a
from your
weird way.
stereotypical, hero and villain story that's way
No, 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 no,
overdone.
no, no. It's nothing like that.
It's nothing like that.
It's just like
Okay.
I guess it's her own journey, but it kind of involves her in that one betraying her own country, which honestly does not sit right with me.
So then is it still a hero's journey?
I guess you could call it that, but
Hmm.
Six's interpretation of her in that pretense, just rubbed me the wrong way. But hey, it's just me. Like some people, I think like that, right?
I don't know.
I think you
I
had to
d-
see yourself. Like I don't mean to dog on
Probably.
her, but that was just my least like favorite interpretation of Sun Zheng Zheng. But
Okay.
hey, at least there were other characters, even though there were only few,
That's
and
not
they didn't really get much.
right. I was gonna say
The
that's
other lineup
not.
is a joke. Like you get Wei, Wu, and Shu, but the other was so demonetized. No, no, that's not even a word. So diminished. All I got from the other side was Lu Bu and Diao Chan. What was that? Only
I
two
don't
of
know.
them? And Dynasty Warriors fighting got Zuo Chi, Yuan Shao, Dong Zhuo, like legit, and the whole Naminan campaign. That was what was that?
I don't know, dude.
I really okay. All right. I know I've been ragging on it. I know this is a rant, but hey, it did improve upon some things. The horse combat was good. The like mechanics in like the ambush things was a very nice touch. I did enjoy the flame things when using it on my enemies and when before they used it on me. And like legit, it did make me rely on my allies more. But I'm supposed to be a like the man in the field that can like legit kill anything in my path without being restrained. And tapping on square most of the time does hurt
Didn't
your
do it.
hand.
Okay.
And like legit, like in Dynasty Warriors 5, you did combo moves and all that. You're not comboing in Dynasty Warriors 6. You're spamming square and only using triangle when they block. That's that's not good.
Hmm.
And the weapons are just mediocre all in general.
Yikes.
I love how like legit I was ranting this time. I thought you were supposed to be playing while I was ranting, but like legit, were you very
Well,
invested
I
in
need
this?
to. This game is mostly talking and making voices, so
I thought you were gonna
I
read the lines, but all right, okay, okay, all
read the
right.
lines over top of you. That would ruin your
Yeah,
rant.
I thought reading in your head, but you were focusing on two things. I get it.
I was gonna just let you have your rant.
But yeah, like legit. I'm just
You're flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted how bad it was, and I'm playing the better version. I have
Yep.
both versions of the original and the special version of it. I know how bad this like version of Dynasty Warriors is Zeus.
What?
Usually they would have an Extreme Legends or an extra pack to go along with it. They had an Empires, not as good as Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires. They didn't even bother adding an Extreme Legend. The thing that's supposed to
Yikes.
add on to the Dynasty Warriors that's set in that time. Everyone else
Right.
has one except for 9 and 6.
Mm. Mm.
That just kind of tells me that they gave up on this one and immediately started working on 7 because they knew that this one was not being able to be salvaged.
Right. Well, is there anything about the game that was good?
The horse combat was good and like legit using the special tomes things was nice. And I will say the outfits, though some of them were like, too much for me. I did like a select few of them, even though some of them make no sense. But hey, at least I got some of my favorites in there, even though most of my favorites didn't have a story mode. But hey, uh, it had good. It had a good thought into it. And
Yeah.
I mean, the Renbu gauge was an interesting idea, even though it was not that good in execution. My major question is like, hey, at least it was greenlit by playtesters. That means some people out there liked it. I,
Well,
I honestly, I'm not one of those people. It sucked. It hurt my hands. It was not useful at all. It was more of a detriment to my experience playing this game. I honestly, I'm trying to find a positive. I'm honestly, genuinely trying, everybody. I am just sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm literally hiccuping from this. Oh god, defending this game is hard. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Def- you're You're gonna throw up from trying to defend the game.
I am. Because, like, legit, I don't know what to say. Like, legit, all my negatives outweigh the positives. I literally looked at a review before this video, and they legit agree with me on most of the occasions. There were only select few pros, but mostly cons. They rated it a 5 out of 10.
Yikes.
Like, legit, I felt like I was playing a beta game.
It's the tester.
Maybe a good way to describe this is this. I feel like the game was unfinished. Good ideas, poor execution, but just not finished. Kind of like Sonic 06.
Hmm. Hmm.
They had an idea, and it was a good idea, a unique and interesting one to be original, because Dynasty Warriors 5 was like legit reviewed by critics to be too much of the same as Dynasty Warriors 4. So I get what they were trying to do, be different, but they went about it wrong.
Like Apple. uh.
Still though, for those who like Dynasty Warriors 6, I applaud you and I'm happy that you like a game. Some I saw in the comments said like, it was their childhood game. So I'm legit happy for you guys if you liked it. And I'm happy that it like made your childhoods, great.
Happier.
It's just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
it's just not a game for me, and I honestly wish I could stop playing.
Well, you can't stop playing. You can just say, I'm gonna set the controller down. You can stop playing.
I'm gonna have to do that, but I gotta go back. I already started with the the maxing out of all the characters. It'd be like a legit haunting of my soul if I left it unchecked like this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, ish. Alright.
Let's get back.
Are we ready?
Let's get back to this game. I need to get as distance away from Dynasty Warriors 6 as fast as possible.
Alright. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi! So, what now? You seem to be quite the disadvantage here. Not quite the
You're
disadvantage.
just telling me what I need to figure out. I already knew this anyway.
I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Yeah, no kidding.
Really bad. You better go find one.
This is you.
Mm-hmm. I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. Bye, guys.
That's a pretty small job. Pretty much. Alright, Toko, what are you saying?
So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore.
Alright. How about Hina?
Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? Why would I remember that?
If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big and white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained in blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was in the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That's a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Yeah, sure. What if I made all that up?
Well, then her memory doesn't serve her well now, does it? Alright, anyway. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So thank you, too. Wink.
Body before the explosion has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook.
Alright. What else is
I
there?
gotta, I came to a realization today.
Let's, we had to focus
Sorry,
on
go
this
ahead.
game, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said that the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. Which means the murder must have taken place after 7:30!
Added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Alright. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Wait a minute. 4?
Yo. What's going on, Makoto?
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here?
Of course, there are precisely 5.
Yeah, right?
What's wrong?
There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short.
Huh?
That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
I guess you could say the chicken was chicken out the situation. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there was definitely 5 chickens then. What? What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is like gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. Conspiracy. I get what he's talking about.
Yep.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I kind of get what he means because 4 in I think in China or like I think in Asia
means
or something
death.
like that. I don't know. Someplace it means death.
Yeah. I did my best to ignore a hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case?
Chicken coop chickens have been added to the truth list section of your handbook. April is the 4th month, right?
Yeah.
And ironically, since it's a month of rules or something like that. You know what? No, not that. It's sort of like 4. It's usually associated with death.
Ah, a lot of people
But
die
don't
on
worry,
April.
it's the most ironic thing ever. It's not that.
Wait. You know what I just realized?
You notice the flower?
No. It's a little bit dark. Who was the car accident lawyer or towing company or whatever it is? That's like, all I have to do is remember the number 4. 4. And I'm like, oh, that means death.
Like, call this number if you want to die.
Just death all over. Oh boy.
Yeah.
The monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Alright. Camera. It's absolutely everywhere. No.
I think we could. Oh. Hey,
If I check the body more thoroughly, then maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Oh boy.
Oh. Okay.
There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails, and they're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity.
Fake nails have been added to the truth book section of your handbook.
There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before.
Tattoos on the right hand have been added to the truth book section of your handbook.
Yep, that body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because they got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on that part, it's fire, top half, bottom half still dry.
Replace the bucket in that scene with a ring. and add Makoto a little bit closer to Byakuya. And there you go. You got a proposal right there.
Ah. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right?
Exploded body analysis has been added to the truth blood section of your handbook.
Wait, there's different parts? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one piece of it left. Yeah. Here we go. The proposal. Okay, we really need to make sure. Yes, thank you. Thanks. Cool. Thanks.
What about those boots?
That was why I didn't get wet at all. It blew up on half fire. The water bucket on it explains on his wet. So see that, right? No, the boots don't get anything.
Wow. Okay.
Ah.
Okay. Are we getting somewhere? Like legit, I think we already examined his whole body.
I'm not able to pan around.
Yeah.
So exit.
Close up scenes.
The whole thing just counts as it.
I guess.
Oh wait, don't I have a thing?
Oh, alright, sweet.
I have a thing. Hold on. Where was it? There it is.
Alright.
So this is what? This is that, of course. Okay. Now we do this one.
Alright. Okay.
Oop. And then we do the thing. Alright, yeah, we did it. We did all of it. Yep.
So that's all of them?
Oh, but there's more
yeah,
here. The reason they got stabbed. What does it have to do with me somehow? I don't know. I don't remember a thing. No, it can't be. There's no way. It can't be that it was her.
What's that thing right beside the body?
Looks like fragments and something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen these somewhere before. That's like a picture frame. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later.
Fragment near the dead body has been added to the truth blood section of your handbook.
Man, you did it only once, and I feel sad.
Yeah.
Typically, when you read that last sentence, you're like, da 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 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook, or something like that.
Oh, me?
Yeah, that's usually what you do.
I guess I'm so just a little bit depressed about Dynasty Warriors 6. I'm just like, that's in the back of my mind.
I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. Not done yet. Is there other areas I need to check, specifically the fragment I found before? That's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I need to find out more about Kyoko.
Let's
Kyoko.
go.
Is that card really Kyoko? If that's true, then she's dead. Was that also Kyoko that attacked me last night? The world will never know. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never that kind of person to talk about herself that much. Maybe I can get into her room and be able to find out more. But the key to the room is with Byakuya.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Byakuya,
Okay.
give me
Let's
that
go.
damn room key. Hey, Byakuya.
Alright.
If you come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that.
Nothing
Yeah,
about that.
You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it.
May I borrow it?
I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Oh, come on!
Of course, if I were to go with you, that'd be a different story.
Okay.
Then will you go with... Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. What about your curiosity? Come back later, huh?
You curious?
Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. What one
Dang it, you
area?
black speedo wearing jerk.
Black Speedo wearing jerk.
You remember, right?
I don't.
That was one of his things that we could use in the free time events that he actually likes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what area is it talking about? Do you know?
Where have we gone to go? Well, while you look for that, I just want to just state, I don't like pride, like, you know, as a way to, like, you know, have a piercing goes through it, like, all the time. But I gotta say, I'm not completely against the word pride. It's just that, you know, if you have too much pride in something, then it could cloud your vision, right? That's why I try
Pride
to
in
find
general
people,
clouds
you
your
know,
vision.
Hmm?
So there's a huge... Okay, because my mom is religious, there's been like a huge argument on trying to define exactly what pride is and where it kind of separates itself from arrogance. And it's
Oh, in that case,
a lot of people say that they're proud of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But pride is considered an act, right?
Really?
Is it? Or is it an emotion?
I thought it was more of an emotion.
Desire?
I'm gonna look this up. Keep looking. I'm gonna look this up.
I mean, pride. From what I hear. Okay, yeah, just
It says
go
right
for
here
it.
that pride is the self-conscious emotion.
A self-conscious emotion?
Mm-hmm. It says it's one of the 8 primary emotions. There's joy, happiness, relief, bliss, delight, pride, thrill, and ecstasy. It's a complex secondary emotion, exactly, to be honest. What the heck is this room?
It's what happened here at Hope's Peak Academy. A long time ago.
Well, anyways, I guess I'm just not a fan of, you know, huge arrogance then, I guess.
Well, sure.
I'm just trying to find the words for this. It's where you stop listening to everyone when they try to help you. Because you believe in your thing too much. And it, like,
That is
legit,
pride.
you know.
Yep.
Okay, then in that case, I guess it's something like this. I think I have a good amount of pride. Because, like, you know, I like my work and, like, legit what I do. And, like, legit, I hold myself to a decent standard with it. Not too big of a standard, but a decent standard.
Yeah, well,
I'm willing to take, like, criticism if it's positive. And, like, legit, they gotta give me a good reason. That's not being prideful, right? That's being, like, you know...
there's a lot of pride there.
Is there a lot of pride there? But
There is a lot of pride there. I would say so, but that's just me personally because I have a different philosophy when it comes to that stuff. Have you seen the movie Whiplash?
I've seen the clips of it, yeah.
Okay, you know, no, you know, what's his name?
The guy that J.K. Simmons plays. As he's talking to that guy about, like, his drumming skills.
Can I start on my own little rant about that movie?
Okay, go ahead.
I don't. So, I feel like a lot of people don't get that movie, the same way that I do. Because when I look at that movie, I don't see it as like just a story or just a journey. Because a lot of people will insert your typical hero's journey into what that movie is, but that's not what that movie is. From what I can see, that movie is just a different philosophy than I think a lot of people are used to. In order to achieve success. You know what I mean?
No, can you elaborate on that a bit?
Okay, so typically people will take positive reinforcement and intermingle that with small punishment, maybe, right, in order to help themselves achieve a goal. They'll get the positive reinforcement when they achieve it, and maybe like the feeling of not achieving it is what will be the punishment for them, right?
Yeah.
But that movie focuses strictly on the punishment side of things, just like other people do, like myself included. I have my own shoot, what is his name, damn it? I need to know.
Are you looking it up now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fletcher, that was his name. Terrence Fletcher. I have my own Fletcher in my head. Which is the guy that the actor that plays Jonah J. Jameson plays.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons, I know him.
Yeah, J.K.
Yeah.
Simmons. So, I have my own Fletcher in my head, and I punish myself whenever I don't do something right, whenever it doesn't work out, and I feel like you get more humility that way, and you also get more. And pardon my French, I know that it's going to be bad. However, it really fits the bill. You get a lot more fuck you energy.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I'm talking about. Some people do, some people don't.
You get more sense of, like, progression? Is that what that is?
No, you don't. You've never felt that?
What exactly are you talking about?
So that type of energy, I have to show you a couple of clips on what that is, because that state of mind mixed with the emotions you feel while having it is very powerful.
Huh.
It's like when it's like in that movie when the main character is finally so mad, like pissed off at Fletcher, that he just keeps saying F you to him a whole bunch of times and like doesn't care about his performance anymore and just starts showing himself off. He takes over Fletcher's whole band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
where he got to his, he basically had to get, he got his breaking point with them, right?
Yes, that breaking point mixed with having a purpose, like a new purpose that you set for yourself. That's a strong state of mind. You're angry with a purpose.
That's what I call. That's what. Okay, there's a. I call that something. That's what I call focused aggression.
No. There's a difference between focused aggression and not focused aggression. Or fuck you energy. So with focused aggression, you get so seethingly mad that you just sit there quietly and you start to focus. Right? That's focused energy. Fuck you energy is when you... It's not that you have something to prove. You can have something to prove. But it's more vengeance mixed with purpose, mixed with patience and diligence.
Okay. So, okay, I think I get it. Alright, I looked up a thing on what you said. Basically the, you know, the fuck you energy.
Yep.
I looked at the definition. There's actually a dictionary about this. This is
Nice.
the energy a person channels when they find themselves in a scenario where another individual does something one-up, embarrass, or slash piss off the first person. This
Yep.
typically results in the individual channeling said, you know, fuck you energy, absolutely demolishing the opponent out of their pure spite and desire to assert dominance with malicious intent.
Yep. I don't know about that malicious intent part.
Well, I don't
You
think-
can have malicious
well,
intent.
Yeah, I guess, like, you know, it's just a desire to one-up that person so bad in my, like, you know...
In every way, yeah.
Yeah. Heck, I've seen this in, like, TV shows as well. They haven't explicitly said, like, you know, it's FU energy, but, like, legit, you know... I
Yeah.
get the sense of that.
But then, what if that FU energy was specifically targeted towards yourself, and you just kept and you with an absolute passion strived so hard to just be better.
Yeah, I saw that, like, type of thing with, like... I think if I recall correctly, it's from the show called The Loud House. I think this is a character called Lynn. She, like, you know, does sports. And, like, legit, there was an episode that covered this type of thing where, like, if she's not good at that type of thing, she'll go outside, do workouts, and legit insult herself to the point where she gets so angry that she'll do better at the thing and immediately become better. Something like exactly like what you're saying right now.
Yes, and that's the philosophy that I kind of go by, is that you get better by punishing yourself. And that's kind of the philosophy of Whiplash. It's not just a story, it's a philosophy being presented to you. And in an era where there's a lot of people that don't really think about... because bullying is seen as such a negative thing, and it is. So I think that the idea of the philosophy that Whiplash sort of presents can sometimes be like shoved under the rug forcefully because bullying is seen as so bad. I can agree with with anyone that what Fletcher did was wrong, but it's hard to argue against it when it worked. You know,
like legit, if like knowing with like remembering what Fletcher did is a very messed up thing.
Yes,
but you know,
it did work.
Like legit, this is one of those rare occasions where like it actually worked.
Yeah, it ties back to the philosophy that I was talking about, because there's a lot of people out there that have relatively thick skin that will tell you that their biggest bully is themselves. And it's not that they hate themselves.
You are your worst. You are you are. It's like the philosophy of you are your own worst enemy.
I don't think that ties the same.
Really?
Because, okay, so I think the idea of you are your worst enemy is you're the biggest obstacle in your way. I think that's where that's supposed to come from.
Okay, then, but this kind of like the you know.
Well, you wouldn't be in your own way. You would be your own motivator.
Oh yeah. Like currently cussing myself out multiple times.
Yeah. Also, where's that fragment supposed to go? I don't get it.
What? This has been the weirdest type of thing
we've talked about. Well, I mean, because it's not something that people typically talk about.
No, it's not the bullying thing. I feel like that, out of all that, I was just caught off guard by the whole energy thing.
Oh yeah, no, dude, that's like my favorite energy.
Now,
and that's not me just like trying to like be like, oh man, I love him. So edgy, blah, blah, blah. No, that is my favorite energy just because I have ADHD. And anger is, if you use it correctly, right?
Yeah.
Actually focuses you really well. I found that if I'm able, yeah, I found that if I'm able to utilize anger correctly, hence the FU energy, I get so much done so quickly. I'll be done with, say, all my chores, all my duties for the day, and it's barely 11 o'clock.
Yeah, man. No, I've used this energy before as well.
Yeah.
Now, see, remember I was talking about Dynasty Warrior 6?
Oh, yeah, did you get the energy?
That's why I was able to like legit like get the full like max versions of those characters. I was so angry at this game for how many times it like legit, screwed me over, that I just got the energy to just focus it and get it done. I precisely did actions and got improved better most of the time.
Yeah.
So you can see why, like legit, despite the fact that I dislike Dynasty Warrior 6 so much, I'm gonna finish that game because I want the rights to say I did it.
Nice. Also, is
because
this the room?
I hate the game so much, I want it to be done. And then I'll be able to walk out, sit down on my chair, legs crossed, arms by my side, relaxing my back and looking like with a smug smile on my face as I say to the TV screen with the game playing on itself, saying to myself, I did it. I did it. And no one can ever tell me I did not. That's what that is. But yeah, that type of energy is very useful. It can be dangerous. Don't use it all the time. But like legit, when you need to, just use it like, focusedly. I guess that's just a lesson in that. Right?
Maybe.
Well, like not completely, but it's a complicated subject. But we gotta say, like, your description of Whiplash was more, accurate. At least in my opinion. Now I want to go see that movie. Like, watch it. I wonder if it's on HBO Max or something like that. Are you looking up your phone to find out where you're supposed to put that fragment thing?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look at these pictures while you do so. What in the world is up with that sketch of the man's body? Are they trying? Oh, I see. They're trying to do the statue thing. You know, why don't we try to put the arms back on the statue? It's because we don't want to like bean with it. I just
Yeah,
wonder.
that is the
always
art.
make me confused.
The art
I guess it's
piece,
the art thing, yeah.
yeah, is missing.
It just like leave the imagination in the mind. Ooh, I can make poses out of those. See, it works. Now Monokuma, on the other hand, I always think that his belly button should not exist there, but it does, and it just always makes me like ask questions. Why?
Wait, red
was that
object found near the dead body. Leave the garden. Go to the data center.
the data center? I guess we're going to the data center. By the way, where is the data center? Does it show you the picture of the location?
Dead body, combat knife, cube. Enter toolshed, tarp. Leave the tool shed, talk to Aoi, speak to Hero. Red control box, speak to Byakuya. Garden, go to gym.
Right.
Go to the broken icon, leave the gym, go back to the garden, speak to Byakuya. Dude, I hate this so much.
Oh my gosh. Dude, use the energy. Now is the time.
I'm not feeling it right now.
Oh.
It's not just anger.
What's also in there? Is there dread?
There's a whole wheel of emotions. And you know what's interesting that I found out? Did you know that boredom is a weaker emotion to disgust?
Wow, honestly, that makes sense.
When you're bored, you are one step below disgust.
Wow.
Which is interesting.
Huh. You know, all these talks about emotions makes me want to go watch Inside Out 2. I've been meaning to see it this weekend when I get a chance.
Yeah.
You know what? Why don't you? I'll ask you later. You're probably not gonna be able to, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Yeah. So, do we have a plan here or what?
I don't know where the corner goes, and nothing is telling me.
Nothing?
Yeah. Where does the corner go?
Why would you say anything? Why would
Chat,
you like
chat. Where does this go? Where is it? Where does this go? Why? Where does it go? Okay, hold on. Let's go back up to that thing. Where'd it go?
Oh my gosh.
There's no way it could.
Technically reference Will Smith?
Will Smith? Yes, Will Smith.
There, like legit, there's an outfit Piccolo wears during a driving test, and it's similar to like Will Smith's outfit in one episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Never seen that.
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm just like, wow, I never noticed that.
Alright,
You know,
is
the weird
this
things go around,
the... Where's the gardens? Get to the gardens, please. Get to the gardens, please.
Get me to the garden so that we can smell
There it is.
the flowers.
Okay. I think that it has to be here. There's no way it can't be here.
Alright.
Right?
See how it goes. Yeah, I mean, like, legit, we looked everywhere. It should be
Because
somewhere.
it's debris, so it has to be from around here.
And all
Okay.
I see are these chickens. Should we check the shed?
Hang on. Yes. Go in the shed.
No.
Nothing broken. Where is it?
Tell me where you are. Tell me.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude.
Okay, yeah, this is getting annoying. We need to just get this done somehow.
Wait, why is there an exclamation mark there?
What? Explanation mark for the gym?
Yeah, for the gym.
Okay, I guess we could go take a look. Wait, what?
What? Monokuma is laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
The bomb!
Oh! There we go. It did explode one time.
Yep.
But yeah, I found something. What is it?
It's
It's what?
a bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
Yep. And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden were from the bomb!
Your dead body has been updated into the truthless section of your handbook.
Okay, I checked everything else I can think of. All that's now left is Kyoko's room. I traded back to the garden, and that's Byaku. Yeah. Byaku.
I'm glad
Yeah.
we had that whole, whiplash conversation. That was a really good conversation, honestly.
I agree. And I hope that you can see Whiplash in a different light.
I'll go watch the movie again, and I'll be amazed of how accurate you are.
It's free on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, anyway. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Oh, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on the way to the dorms. Byakuya! Byaku, yeah. Okay. Well then, here we go. Byaku took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then click. And it's open. Looks like it, thanks.
Yay, we did it.
So this is Kyoko's room. Lot to explore here. The camera. No matter where, no matter when, there's surveillance cameras everywhere. This is her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. What is that supposed to mean?
Okay, I'll tell you after you switch the whole room.
I mean, let me know now before you forget.
Okay. Well, American Dad, what was the name of the guy that you were talking about that J.K. Simmons played again in Whiplash? What was his name again?
Fletcher.
Okay, yeah. Roger in American Dad makes a reference to Fletcher as one of his personas. The only difference is he uses Fletcher's attire, which was a black shirt and pants, but only he's working at a clown college. But he has Fletcher's personality.
Ah,
you know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
So, legit, Robert makes the reference on the nose because, the name of his, character that he's playing is H.J. Rimmons. A play on J.K. Simmons, the actor who played Fletcher.
Yep.
Legit, when you tell me all of this, legit, everything became crystal clear on why he was, doing exactly what he did. I thought he was just, doing a bit, but no, he was legit playing he's playing a whole movie character.
Yep.
Which is really cool because H.J. Rimmons is honestly one of my favorite, Roger personas of American Dad.
Nice. There's something on the table. It's a wooden wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? It's probably a key. The lockers at those traditionally public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I never go to a public bathhouse. I always use the private bathhouses. They suit me better. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
Certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Is it the locker in the bathhouse? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? The dojo. The dojo? The dojo.
What block key has been added to the truth book section of your handbook?
Alright. Byakuya.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious. That's why you maybe take time out of my search to come here? Alright. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have some more concrete. Something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this? Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if anything ever happened, then I should open.
Interesting.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. It was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
That's all that was in there. Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Under the sheets!
Under the sheets.
Maybe it could be something under the bed sheets? Probably didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? About a crumpled up piece of paper. No way.
What?
Class number 78, student registry, Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key, and that's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. And said a death without meaning was unappealing. And this is what she left behind.
Yeah?
I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay, in an effort to put myself together, then look down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Kusaba, sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over the Japanese media outlets. An intense investigation.
I see now. That's why it's sex F. She's female. Why did they put an F though? Why didn't you just say female?
Because F is the first letter in female.
Yeah, it's still okay. Alright.
An intense international investigation turned up no information. She was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as the Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did.
Mukuro profile has been added to the Truth Blood section of your handbook.
The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. The Fenrirs. The tattoo? This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
See.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps was a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's
How
what's
do you know
remembering.
this?
Because he's Tagami. And that's the only explanation we ever get.
Okay, so that just means that you have a whole like miniature army at your pocket.
Sure. This is a part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard that says Fenrir says that Fenrir has already.
Found it!
Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you! Huh? What have I got in your pretty little hand? What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile! So what if we did?
Hey, come
Don't
on.
freak out on me! I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you were wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster room. Who is Ogami?
Oh, who's Ogami? Oh, I'm trying to remember all of them.
I know, right? Was it
Her?
was it Sakura? It might have been Sakura.
Yeah. It had to be Sakura because she's the one. She said busted through, right?
I guess. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
What are rule violations really? Are rule violations really that unforgivable? You're quite adamant about these regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
You know, bears are scary, but if Monokuma was a hippo, I'd be terrified.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely! I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting! Interesting. It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game.
Oh my gosh, can you please not drop one like truth bomb on this that doesn't shake everyone?
I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I?
No,
I was
don't think you
thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway, back when there were 15 people there, right?
did. Yeah.
I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
Mhm.
A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
Other words.
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16! 16, then...
Nukuro Ikusaba.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I remember that show.
The
Mukuri
16th
Kusaba.
student lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuri Kusaba, she's part of the school life. So she's the one making all the regulations.
Why?
Yeah? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since I've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at sneaky little Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with ya. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time?
Yeah.
Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Thanks.
Okay. Monokuma is the kind has been added to the truth list section of your handbook. I think.
Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so the back of her hand... Tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Oh my gosh, is this the same secret that he was talking about in the second murder spree?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, I wouldn't know how to explain any of that if I were just, like, you know...
Right.
I didn't-
Which means... those fake nails on the corpse.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Seriously, if you like her so much, why don't you put a ring on her? Yeah, Kyoko. Wait. Whoa.
He knows the song.
Yeah. Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap? His trap. God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just
I
told
honestly
us?
think God would have hated me a lot since you're standing before me.
Wow, that's a good comeback. He said there were 16 students, right? Which means that Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating all the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later.
Plus, he didn't specifically say it was Mukuro. He just said
That
that
is
there was,
true.
you know, a 16th student, and that she was one of those students.
Right, and he said that one of the students was making up all the rules. He didn't specifically say that it was the 16th student.
Yeah, because like Mukuro is more of a piece than like the mastermind.
Or maybe Mukuro is the mastermind.
That doesn't say it though. I don't have enough
It doesn't.
evidence for that.
Right. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case? Mukuro is related to the case. Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer! She killed Kyoko! I'll kill her!
Alright,
Anyone
here's a
should be able to
question,
come to that
smart
conclusion,
guy.
don't you
Where's
think?
Mukuro?
Right. Probably gonna be in the trial, right? In fact, that's exactly
Yeah.
what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Kusawa isn't the culprit. Oh, what a shocker.
Oh yeah, a shocker.
Wait, does that mean that there's a plot hole here?
I think we've reached.
I don't know if you caught it. I definitely did catch it.
Go ahead and say it.
Well, shouldn't Mukuro Kusawa have been present at every single class trial? Otherwise, the voting wasn't fair.
Well, I guess so. So something must have been up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind
Here's
go
a
out of their
fair
way to
question.
reveal themselves to
Did he
us?
specifically say that she was the ultimate despair?
He did. And so did the
Okay.
paper that we read.
All right.
That's a good point.
In other words,
Mukuro giving information that would raise questions about her to be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me.
Okay.
The way you say it definitely does seem possible. But if it's really true, Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Maybe it's Sakura. She revived from the dead to exact her revenge. Anyway, well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on and make sure the other places in... I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo are really connected.
go.
Wait. The dojo. Sakura.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
are you coming?
Okay, we need to end the episode at 7.
Yep. Well, anyway, next time
Yeah.
we'll get ready and
By the way,
going.
this is one of our best conversations we've ever had. Honestly, we got 2 rants in one episode.
Yeah.
And
That is
for
true.
everyone here, I want to reiterate: if you like Dynasty Warriors 6, that's cool. It's just I didn't like it. I'm sure there are fans. I know I've seen some in probably comments. It's just that it's just hard on my hands, you know. And I play a lot of stuff and draw a lot, so you know, that's why I don't like the game, including some other things. But hey, if you find some good aspects of it, that's fine. I just want
Right.
to reiterate that it's fine. It's cool.
It's just not for
my
you.
opinion. It's
Yeah.
just not completely for me. But that's not gonna stop me from 100%ing it because I despise that game, but I want to finish it just for bragging rights.
Nice. Alrighty. Well, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this, then please do leave a like. And if you want to see more, and only if you want to see more, then subscribe today. And also comment down below on which games you want us to play. And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye bye.